Hey guys, welcome to the next episode of Project Devo 722. Today, I want to get into the RallyX series. This series is a Rallycross series that I've talked about before when I got into the video about Rallycross. They are coming to the United States. This is a big thing for auto manufacturers, especially four-cylinder manufacturers. They've already announced that they have a handful of teams that I'm going to go through here and scroll through them and post them up that are now joining them. Some big teams that have big ties with manufacturers. I know Ford, Audi, and Volkswagen are some of them. As well as we're looking at little hints here on who else might be competing. So that as far as I know, they're doing roughly four events this year in the United States as a testing ground to see how much they can push this Rallycross event and stuff with this Rallycross style racing. This isn't going to be Nitro Rallycross where it is just electric. They have like EV classes. They also have where EVs can compete with the ICE engine vehicles. So you're going to get the return of actual internal combustion Rallycross to the United States, which I think is huge. I think that's what kind of threw off the Nitro Cross was the fact they went over to EV. I feel like the viewership dropped when that happened because you have less brands involved, less people like loyalty involved with that, and less following because you don't have that brand of car you see on the street racing at that series, so you don't have that much of that fan base is leaving unless you're just there for an individual, if you know what I mean. So the dates are, I have to check my notes here real quick. The dates are, see here, Crandon, which is going to be June 20th through the 21st, and then Crandon again in September 5th through 6th. At the end of June, Eldora, 27th to 28th of June. And then Trios Rivieras in August 22nd to 23rd, which would be in Quebec. These are all different tracks. Eldora is actually a dirt race oval. And now they're probably going to do some type of configuration where they go through the infield of something like that. I think Crandon is more of a trophy truck style track, if I can remember correctly. So that should be interesting. And Trios is an F1 course. That they'll probably do some type of like transitional from asphalt to dirt setup. But this is huge. And the other thing we can take away from this is if you look at some of the teams that are following this series now that are in the US. I mean, you have Vermont Sports Car, which if you have Vermont Sports Car and then you also look over, you will see Subaru Motorsports USA following them. So will we see the return of the possible, I know they have two V8 chassis Rallycross cars at Vermont Sports Car that they haven't like really, because they do put those cars up for sale. I have not seen them come up for sale. And I'm pretty nosy with their website, just trying to look at stuff going on with them and stuff. So I don't know if we're going to get two brand new VA or two of the old VA Rallycross cars and they're going to bring them back and they are going to be. And I do think, if I can remember correctly, there is a third that's out and about that they were using when they were promoting Nitro Cross the first time through, that you would bring in like a specialty driver to drive that vehicle. It wasn't badged as a Subaru, but it was basically the same thing. I do know there was that. So will you see the return of Subaru to Rallycross? That would be kind of cool. Racing alongside the Volkswagens, Audis, and Fords. That would be awesome, especially with them bringing the EVs back. And I do know Vermont Sports Car did have a couple of those EV setups. I know they were providing a decent amount of the cars for Nitro Cross. So with that being said, are we in a new renaissance of Rallycross explosion here, where they're bringing it back and we're going to be able to build a sport and market it the way it should have been marketed in the first place, where they're going to be bringing manufacturers in? Or are we getting, is it just going to be another flop in Rallycross? I mean, they've tried this I don't know how many times. I mean, we had Global Rallycross from Red Bull. We had America in Rallycross at one point, and then Nitro Cross got a hold of that. And then now we have this RallyX, since Nitro Cross has folded up after a while here, or went dormant, I should say. I don't think they actually folded. The key thing about this is fan viewership. And I think this iteration of Rallycross in the United States will be better, just for the sheer fact that RallyX has been doing great over in Europe. They have a strong market and marketing in Europe, and I think if they bring that to here, that'll work good, especially if they can get a hold of some of these U.S. manufacturers to come in. And like I said, they are also offering EVs versions in this. So does that mean like Tesla and Rivian can build a somewhat EV rally cross vehicle and then compete as well? That would be interesting as well. I think, because then you're going to have the ICE engines versus the EVs, and giving a bigger marketing opportunity for not just sports car racing, but a different platform. And I mean, if you ever watch Rallycross, it's exciting as hell. I'm going to post some clips going through here as well, just so you guys can get the feel of it. Also, like I said, I am posting up in throughout the video here different stuff from their social medias, from their website, and stuff like that for all the advertisement and stuff that they've been doing for this U.S. coming of this. And then in other rally news, they are using, I think, the rally in Tennessee this year as a test bed for WRC US. So we could be seeing a WRC event in the United States as early as 2028, which I think is huge for the US and huge for the rally community. And stuff like that. I mean, like, this new resurgence of popularity in rally in the United States and it getting pushed forward by RallyX, by Rally Ready America, which is being pushed ahead by the owner or chairman of Vermont Sports Car. I think this is a great time for the sport to grow. I know the whole purpose that Travis Pastrana had them build a purpose-built Subaru to run in a smaller class that was more affordable for people was to up the competition and show the people that you can go out and buy this and set this up on your own. And it is, I wouldn't say somewhat cost-effective, but it's not a $400,000, custom-built factory car, if you get what I'm saying. So with that being said, this season in rally should be really interesting, and we should really look forward to the stuff that they have going on this year in rally. And then on some other notes here, some other rally stuff to watch. I'm gonna drop a hype here for my buddy over at Drop a Gear Industries, Matt Gold. He is doing a Vivio project, and where he's gonna be going all over the United States and building this Subaru Vivio rally car, which, if I'm correct, if I can remember correctly, this is going to be the smallest displacement car ever to compete in an American rally race, through any type of big major sanctioned rally series. So it's a great thing to follow. He's also doing like Patreon support and stuff like that. So if you are following me, I suggest you go over and follow that guy, because the crap he's doing over there is freaking awesome. So definitely, this is a shout out to Matt Gold. I definitely want to see him succeed in that. If I had the extra capital at the moment right now, I would so throw it at him. But unfortunately right now I'm kind of doing some things in life here and doing some things with the channel that is stopping me from doing that. But shout out to Matt Gold, and hopefully his little rally thing, which I'm going to be following closely, gets going here. And hopefully I get to see, hopefully he competes at some point in the local rally near me up in PA here at STPR. I would love to go out and help him, or at least help him wrench a little bit on the side doing some of his pit work there. I think that would be awesome, and maybe we could do a collab at some point. But thanks for watching this week's episode of Project Devo 722, and hope you guys are as excited and hyped as I am about this RallyX series coming to the United States. And I'm going to continue to post up some posts about that through my socials. So make sure you're following me on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube here. Like, follow, subscribe. We'll see you on the next one.